My name's Andy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's rather late, just after sunset, so maybe this isn't the best video. This is the first video actually for me, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I just wanted to say that today I started dabbling in Swahili. Actually, in a way I've been doing it already through what I call the honeymoon phase, which is where I purposely try to surround myself with the language a little bit, you know, listening to radio, watching videos, and even finding easy language courses or podcasts to listen to get a feel for what the language sounds like, and to try to gain an appreciation for how it sounds and maybe how it looks on paper, and learn a little bit about where it's spoken and the cultures there, and just kind of see if I can gain any interest in it. You know, maybe try out some of the television and the movies that I can find online to see if I like what's there. So actually last year I dabbled in Indonesian because I liked what I saw on Indonesian TV, and especially Indonesian pop music. And of course I love Balinese music as well. I've always done that. Now I wanted to try Swahili because as I listened to a lot of Swahili on like BBC and NHK and Voice of America and Channel 10 on YouTube and stuff like that, I find that I really love the way that language sounds. So I completed my honeymoon phase without even you know, trying to learn any Swahili, without, you know, intending to do a honeymoon phase. So that's great. You know, I never had a honeymoon phase for Mandarin Chinese, and so I studied it for a long time but never got good at it, and found that I didn't really want to learn it that badly. I just thought it would be a good, useful language to learn. That's because I never did a proper honeymoon phase for it. So anyway, so today I started a course called Language Transfer, which is free. It's in the same style as Michelle Thomas or Paul Noble, where they teach you a grammar point, or a very small grammar point, you know, just they don't try to teach you like a whole present tense of ER verbs or anything like that like they do in French classes, but they just would give you one little thing, you know, this is how you say I, and then the verb in that language. And then he makes you translate sentences, Mihalis, the teacher, from English into the language you're learning. And they have half a dozen languages so far, and still working on more. The Swahili course is not finished. It has about 58 lessons, and so I'm starting to study those when I wake up in the morning. While my room is still dark, I have my MP3 player next to my bed, and I put on the headphones and I spend a few minutes, some days just a few minutes, sometimes longer. I've been doing this for German last month or two, and today I'm starting with Swahili. So I can't say any Swahili yet, you know, maybe a couple of sentences, but I just learned this morning, and now of course this evening, so I've forgotten. The course includes a lot of review, and I'm planning to do each 10 tracks. Each track is like 5 minutes. 10 of those over a few days, and then repeat the same 10 one or two more times before I go on to the next 10 until I've gone through all 58. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to do another video like this where I'm actually speaking some Swahili and telling you how the dabbling in Swahili is going. So anyway, I hope you like my first ever YouTube video, and maybe hope that my quality gets better as time goes on. Talk to you later.